FNAF, His Baby by TheLilyFlower. Audiotized by Cosmic Moonshine. Baby stood on her stage, ecstatic about being in her first birthday party. Baller had already been to 5, Fun and Foxy had already been to 8, and Fun and Freddy had been to 9. This was her first real birthday party, and she was utterly determined to not screw it up. Everything had been going great so far. She had already dispensed a few balloons, sung a song, and taken a few pictures with some of the children and their parents. The kids found her cool and epic, whatever those words meant. She hadn't been programmed with any knowledge about what the kids said these days. Apparently, she smelled like birthday cake. The kids told her so. She couldn't actually smell it, but by the way, the cake looked like on the table. She suspected that it smelled amazing. What was even better was that she was covered in glitter. She loved glitter. It was sparkly and pretty, and she felt just as beautiful as Barbara. The technicians had practically bathed her in glitter before they loaded her into the truck, and although it was weird to have glitter in weird places, if it made her look amazing for the party, she was willing to put up with anything. The kids had certainly liked it. They hadn't been able to contain their excitement. She was standing alone on her stage right now, waiting for more children to come up to her and ask her to perform for them. Let's see, she had already dispensed 3 balloons, 2 to a pair of boys, and 1 to a little brown-haired girl. She had already sung one song, and it was one of the default songs she had been programmed with. A pity. One of the things she had been looking forward to is taking a song request. Okay, there are 2 children in the room right now. One was a blonde boy, about 5 years old. He was wearing a red and white striped t-shirt and light brown cargo shorts. He had a rash on his upper arm, and he definitely was getting a cold because his nose was always running and his voice was scratchy. The other was a brown-haired boy, about 7 years old, and his hands had a few band-aids on them. His knees were red and scraped up. He was probably a sporty kid. He wore a superhero t-shirt and the same kind of cargo shorts as his friends. His eyes were a beautiful shade of emerald green, and they were sparkling with innocence and youth. Why did she need to know that? Guess her creator wanted her to constantly know how many children she needed to please so at a party. It just seemed a little odd to her IE mind. Why did she need to know every little detail about the children in the room? And why was she always counting them? Why won't you let me play with her? Baby perked up her head. A beautiful little voice echoed through the hall, yet something in her programming immediately made her flinch back. A little voice in her head whispered, "Don't go near her." The next voice she heard was the voice she loved the most, the voice of her creator. "I know, baby, but she's just too dangerous for you." Baby? Baby? Like her? Who was her replacement? What was that scrap heap compared to her? She was the pride and joy of her creator, and she was built to be the one who fulfilled his wishes. Who could possibly replace her? She moved to where she could see down the hall, and she saw them. Her creator was wearing his trademark purple suit, and he was crouched down to the level of a little child. The child had red hair like her, and her hair was wrapped in pigtails like hers. She had on a cute little red shirt and a pretty skirt. She had her back turned to baby, and the robot noticed the look of love and apology on her creator's face. Something sparked through her circuitry, and it dug deep into her robotic heart. Baby pretended it didn't happen. The little child stamped her foot. But all the other children get to play with her. Why can't I? Her creator said nothing for a moment. He tripped over some of his words before falling silent again. Baby then watched in horror as her creator pulled the imposter into a hug. No. Her creator whispered something into the imposter's ear, and the child backed down. She slouched over and Baby's creator patted the child on the back. "I know, baby, but I don't want you to go near her." "That's vital." He smiled at the imposter and then walked back down the hallway. The girl turned around and found Baby staring at her. The imposter grinned and waved at Baby. Baby, against all her wishes, gave a big smile and waved back. The little girl giggled and ran into another room. Baby felt all of her earlier happiness drain right out of her. This imposter was going to take her place. Worse, she was going to take her creator away from her. Baby hadn't seen this child before. Somehow her creator had made her in a different, possibly better way, and apparently, he loved the imposter more. It left a sour taste in her mouth, and that was saying something considering that she could not eat or taste food. The little boys were running around the tables, and Baby watched them with a strange anger coursing through her circuitry. She shook her head slightly and did her best to get rid of the mean and unnatural feelings trapped in her chest. Maybe she should sing a song that might cheer her up. She started singing one of her default songs and really threw herself into it. She danced while she sang, trying to burn the anger away. She closed her eyes and willed herself into the music, wishing with all her might that she could just forget that her creator loved another baby more than her. It almost worked. She sensed someone enter the room halfway through the song. She opened her eyes and found the two boys still running around the tables, and her, the imposter. Baby felt anger and envy spike through her wires. She couldn't take it anymore. It was just. So, one of the boys ran out of the room, and the other one followed shortly after him. Now, it was just Baby and the imposter. Baby stopped singing. She just couldn't sing with that girl standing there alone, watching her. She slowly left her stage and headed over to the little girl. She had to do something about this imposter. As she walked toward the girl, the imposter gave Baby the biggest grin imaginable. The girl skipped toward Baby, excitement in her step. Baby forced a smile into her face in order to hide her anger from the girl. The imposter stopped a few feet from Baby. "Wow!" the little girl exclaimed. "You're absolutely brilliant. I can't believe Daddy wouldn't let me near you." Baby paused, and instantly her anger drained from her. The girl seemed to show deep love toward her, and even now the girl was staring at her with a sense of awe. How could she do something to the innocent girl when the child was looking up to her like she was a goddess? Baby couldn't do it. She couldn't hurt her. Baby's smile grew in the anger, and envy almost disappeared. Suddenly, something went wrong. Something powerful tore through her circuitry. This wasn't something she could control. Something deep within her programming pushed her toward her creator's child. "Do it," a little voice whispered in her ear. "She's the only child here. Try out your special ability. Make her ice cream." Baby felt a returning anger and envy build up in her chest. It felt weird, like her insides were crushing themselves, both constricted and heavy at once. A second later, her chest opened up and revealed a small vanilla ice cream cone resting delicately on its stand. The girl's eyes widened and Baby could see love shining in the child's eyes. The child stepped closer and reached out for the ice cream cone. "You're amazing. I can't believe Daddy really built you after me. Make her ice cream." The poison slid through her body until she was shaking with rage. "There's only room for one baby in the creator's dream," Baby said, her voice somehow not her own. And then, Baby made her creator's human daughter ice cream. Creator